Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, folks, I'm gonna give a 10-minute review, and then we're gonna call it a day because people want to see their debate. So today, things were really green. But for you, this is green, but you can see it wasn't that much movement really. Didn't even reach even a 0.5%, 0.09% on both the Dow, S&P, and 0.30% on the Nasdaq, which I guess that one moved the most. But to me, it seemed it was mostly a negative day throughout. For tomorrow, things are looking a mixed bag. Dow looks like it's gonna maybe head down, and then things are gonna pick up in the S&P and the Nasdaq. Also, for people out there, there is a report tomorrow. There's a big Fed inflation reading called PCE, which measures the Federal Reserve's it says the expenditure price index, which is an inflation measure of that the Fed watches closely, and it expected to show little or any monthly increase for May. This is
Are you allowed to buy contracts on tomorrow?
Yeah. When stripping out volatile food and energy prices, the core PCE price index is said to indicate its lowest annual reading since March of 2021. The Commerce Department releases the inflation readings along with reports of personal income and spending by 8:30.
I thought you couldn't buy contracts when the Fed's speaking.
No, but this is not FOMC. This is a report.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is
FMC.
Yeah, when they have the Federal Reserve meeting is different than this. This is a report that just comes out monthly.
Okay, all right, never mind.
Okay, so and technically you can trade as his rules that he has that for people. Okay, so this
I know, that's what I was saying.
Yes. But technically you can, but in his rules he doesn't advise it. That's all.
I
Okay.
know. That's what I'm saying. It's his rule.
Okay, so then sorry, that's for people out there to take a note of when they're trading tomorrow, especially in the pre-market. Okay, Tradestation. Got 7 minutes left. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so the winners for the day, based on my list, were it seems like it was a bunch of crap of stocks called Beyond Meaty, Carvana. Glad I got out of that. CRM and Wayfair. So all of these things have in common is they're not the greatest of stocks, fundamentally speaking. Fundamentally speaking, they're not doing well, but for some reason, the market makers, they have decided that, hey, we're gonna bring this up to the moon. Boeing did well, 2.42%. So we'll take a look at that real quick. There was a note from yesterday's meeting that indicated that we should put a notification for Boeing to let us know if it's less than or equal to 125. So I'm going to do that right now based on somebody's notes yesterday. So as you can see, from a daily point of view, Boeing has just been going down to the gutter. It bounced off this area that we have marked off, this 160 area, but it had some bad news the other day, or yesterday, I think. And don't expect it to continue maybe this uptrend because as you can see, it's kind of in a channel anyway. And this thing keeps getting hit with bad news. It seems like every month or every 3 weeks, or when it's on a storm, every other day. So yeah, as Ms. Green suggested yesterday, make sure that you buy it at around 125 or so, or at least wait until something happens to this 160 range that we have identified here, this floor, and then make your decision if you want to buy it, see if it bounces or if it breaks down. So that's that for Boeing. Amazon, one of the important ones, it broke that pivotal level, which was right here, this 190, and after that, it just shoot it up. Be careful now because it has you know, these two candles are very exaggerated. And so what happens is maybe it could go up another third day, but after the third day, you may want to make sure that you take your winnings and KAT. And if you are going to invest, don't invest, let's say if you are used to investing 100 shares, I would say maybe do a quarter of that because it's just getting up and it eventually has to come down or reset a little bit because it was too much. But yes, it broke out that level. So yeah, the trend, it will continue to go upward. Dollar Tree, I guess it did well. Open did well, but I wouldn't recommend it. Meta also did
Is
well.
earnings coming for Dollar Tree soon?
It's 56 days.
Okay.
So not anytime soon. Meta also seems to be doing quite well. There's a level over here, so maybe it will get to that level. That's what it looks like based on these last 3 days. It also broke this level. It had a little channel down here, and now it broke it. And 3 days in a row, it could continue another two, maybe to get to here, and that's when you want to sell and make a decision point whether you want to see if it goes back down or if it's going to continue to go down. So just make sure you always mind your investments. Sorry about that. I have 2 more minutes. So let's take a look at Quill Creek at Americana. This has been doing not so well. We're gonna wait and see if it gets to that to that level below. Well, actually, it did a little bounce up today, so maybe it could start bouncing. So we'll continue to observe it. It's at a really great price, if you ask me. This is a level that it had been before. So yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't purchase this. Maybe get a few shares, 100, or start with 50, because it could go down a little bit, you know, after you get something. But this is a very good point, good level to get some Americana shares. It has been beaten to the ground, also because of Boeing. Google, I guess the trend is your friend. Upward movement. I think it's too high up here. You may want to see if you can get it around 177, this area back here. It has too many days going up. It has to level set. Just be careful, but maybe the inflation report could boost it up or whatever, that report that we have tomorrow. So tomorrow is kind of would be an interesting dia. So yeah, that's Google for you. Let's take a look at NVDA. NVDA has been going down. It's right here at 124 after the what you call it, the stock split. It has been not doing the best, and with the chip stuff that. So yeah, it could be, this could be a good area that it could break down over here. So just be careful with NVDA. Let's
A
look
lot
at,
of movement with NVDA where you can make money.
yeah, it moves a lot. So this is a great stock to do. For the losers, we got Walgreens, Nikete. The reason Nikete and Walgreens had done so, Nikete especially in the post market, this thing dropped like a rock. And the reason it did that, see, it went from 93.63 to 82.54 is because it had bad, I wouldn't say necessarily bad earnings, but guidance wasn't that great. And that's why it bounced down. So, but look, the estimates were really good. Sorry, the earnings were good. Revenue wasn't the greatest, but let's see what happens tomorrow. But they did
Buy,
guide,
buy the stock, buy the stock.
they did,
Alisa, this is gonna be on our notes, long for Nike.
yes, it's at a good pivotal point. So remember that $80 price we kept harping about? Here it is.
Yes.
So that's on the notas. We don't trade Walgreens, but it had earnings. Also, MU and Dickety Dicks also had earnings, I believe. So MU did well. So I don't know why it dropped so much, but the market makers, they like to play games like that. So it could also start bouncing up as well. That's it for the top 5, both winners and losers. And make sure that you take a look at this tomorrow, the inflation report, take a note of that. Also, the debate is tonight for those folks that like
Is
politics.
there anything at CNBC related to debate?
Yes, there is. There is.
Because politics is money, obviously,
Okay,
and
so
money is
here
politics.
it is. Live updates, President of the love updates. Biden and Trump arrive in Atlanta. That's basically it. 1 in 5 voters still unsure about Biden and Trump. The
The
trophy.
funny thing is, remember when I told you, like, I'm surprised they would make it at 9 for these two individuals, and they made it at 9. I'm just shocked because I'm like, first of all, there's a lot of people who work that don't want to stay up. The debate is an hour and a half. So people have to stay up to 10:30, first of all.
Yes.
Second of all, the two of them, like, if I were them, I would want to have the debate at 7 or 6 p.m.
Leanna. Yeah, but
I'm just saying,
yeah, but they're busy. So,
please.
and maybe the powers that be said, hey, you can't have this till like 9. So anyway, that's all, folks. I will talk to you guys in the next episode, and take care, manage your risk, hit the like, hit the subscribe, put a comment. We apologize for all the times that we missed out this.
Munoz, are we gonna log back on?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Talk to you later.